Welcome to episode 8 of my Championship Manager 01-02 series. Today it is the UEFA Cup final between AEK Athens and Leeds United. Massive fixture for the club. I've done really well to get this one. I'm really proud of the team. We've had a reasonably easy run, I would say. I think Celta probably was the hardest team in the last round in the semis. And we've missed out on Chelsea because Athens actually beat Chelsea. So we have to take this team seriously. They are a strong team to be able to beat Chelsea, who are actually above us in the Premier League table. In this episode, we'll also be completing the Premier League season. There's one more match to go, which will be after this game. And that will be the end of the first season. And then after that, who knows, I'll go into a second season and maybe try and win the league. That's the plan anyway. So, what's been happening? Well, as you can see here in the league table, we're 4th. 3 points behind Chelsea. We have a better goal difference, and Liverpool just below us, 1 point below, but have 2 games left to play. So we are relying on Chelsea to lose their last game, Liverpool to lose one of their games, and us to win our last game to get 3rd, which I think is the crucial Champions League place. I believe that's Champions League place. We will find out in due course whether we get Champions League football or UEFA Cup football. If we win the UEFA Cup, I guess we automatically get a place in the UEFA Cup next season anyway, because we'll be holders. So we've turned it around well, considering we were mid-table, drawing far too many games in the first half of the season. And since that last video where we defeated... Feyenoord was the semi-final. We defeated Celta in the quarter-finals of the UEFA Cup, that's right. We beat Arsenal 2-0 in the league, very good win against second place. In the last episode as well, and we beat Celta. Then we beat Feyenoord 1-0 in the UEFA Cup semi-final first leg. Lost against Blackburn, our only defeat in the last part of the season really. Beat Newcastle 1-0, beat Middlesbrough 4-1, beat Feyenoord 2-0 in the second leg of the semi-final. That's a very good win because Feyenoord are a strong team on this. We then beat West Ham 3-0, Southampton 4-0, drew 0-0 against Aston Villa, which was unfortunate and may dent our chances of getting 3rd, and then a 4-0 win against Everton. So we've got 2 games left to play, UEFA Cup final and Fulham in the league. Let's do this. Let's try and win this UEFA Cup. It would be a magnificent achievement. This is the team I've gone with. Nigel Martin in goal. Mike Duffy's been brilliant at right back since I signed him from Cheltenham. Rio Ferdinand, Taribo West, Ian Hart, Mark Kerr, Decor, Boya, Keane, Kewell and Viduka, who has been insane this season. I'll show statistics and that sort of thing at the end of the episode as well once it's all finished. 31 goals this season in 39 starts and 5 sub appearances. He has been magnificent. Not sure if he's top scorer in the league. We'll find out at the end of the season. Really such a good player, and he's been sent off as well, so he has missed a couple of games. How many times was he sent off in the end? Don't think it says here. If we move further along, red card. Yeah, 1 red card where he missed 2 or 3 games, I think. So let's get on with this match. Let's try and win the UEFA Cup. Continue. Okay, our one. There's crucial league matches as well. Arsenal still have a chance of winning the Premier League, despite the fact Man United have been dominant all season. Arsenal have kept the pace, and they're only a couple points behind, I think. So this is the team that AEK have. You may recognise some of these players. Vaguely recognise Petkov, he's Bulgarian international, but you know, these players a bit before my time. I think Nikolaidis, recognise that vaguely. There's probably a few Greek internationals in there, maybe some other internationals from other countries as well. He sounds English. David Collins, English, yeah. There used to be a few more English players abroad at this point, didn't there? I think, compared to nowadays, where we've only really got Gareth Bale, who's Welsh, and anyone else? Like, there's a couple. I don't know. There's maybe a couple, but not many. Anyway, let's get on with this. I'm going to put it on fast commentary so we can see it a bit easier. Just build up the tension of this final rather than put it on full speed as usual. And we're on the attack straight away. I don't think I've ever won a European trophy on Championship Manager because we've scored. Viduka scores again. I've been, like I said in previous episodes, I was pretty poor at the game when I was younger. And this is probably the best I've ever done, if I'm honest. I can't remember ever doing this well. So, 4th in the league at the moment. UEFA Cup final. That's pretty much the best I've ever done on Championship Manager. So, pulling across my Football Manager expertise onto this game, I've still had to get used to it, haven't I? It's not been easy going, especially at the start, but I suppose I've been trying to sign loads of players and merge them together into one team. We've got a few Championship Manager legends in here, and Mike Duff, Taribo West, Mark Kerr. Robbie Keane was amazing back then, wasn't he, on Championship Manager? But those three in particular, Taribo West, Mark Kerr, Mike Duff, are known for being great players, and we've scored again. It's a goal from Mark Kerr. Again, he's scored a few goals this season, and we're 2-0 up. This could be a comfortable win, this final. Harry Kewell only on a 6, so is Robbie Keane. They need to pick it up a bit, but we're on the attack again. And hopefully we can hold on to a 2-0 win at half time. Or maybe even better, we've got a chance with a free kick. And I think that's... No, we're still on the attack. We've won a corner. And that's saved. It's quite slow, even on fast it's quite slow. You can actually read all the words reasonably comfortably on fast. You can get the picture. On very fast you sort of get a general idea what's going on. So half time, 2-0. Harry Kewell and Keane haven't done much. I'm going to bring on Tonton for Keane, actually, for Robbie Keane. Let's see what he can do. Another Championship Manager legend coming on. Kennedy Blochereux, or just Kennedy as I should refer to him. He's in the reserves now, getting some reserve team football. He hasn't really played much in the second half of the season, so I thought I'd give him a bit of time in the reserves. Michael Bridges has been insane in the reserves since I've dropped him to the reserves after his injury. He hasn't done anything in the first team, but maybe next season I should give Michael Bridges a chance. We get a third goal. Bowyer this time, he's had a great season for me as well. He's a really good solid central midfielder on the game. Very pleasing win so far. This tactic's working well. Since I've gone to 4-3-2-1, we have been pretty dominant. I'm going to take Harry Kewell off because he hasn't really done much today. I like it always used to say banana shot. I used to love that. Joe Cole, when I ever used to manage West Ham, Joe Cole always used to do banana shots. Just recall that. It's weird how you remember certain things. So I'm going to bring on Kallstrom, I think, actually. Alan Smith is injured for the last 2 or 3 weeks, unfortunately, so he misses out on this game, which is a shame. He's been a good substitute mainly for me. He's a fantastic striker. It's probably a bit of a waste having him as a sub, but he comes off and gets the odd goal, but no one can match Mark Viduka's goal record. He has mainly been up front by himself, and that one striker up front seems to work really well for me. I'm actually going to take him off though and give Tu Madeira a game. He's been really good coming off as a super sub as well, scoring quite a few goals, so I'll give him a chance in the last 25 or so minutes, or 20 minutes, and see if he can grab a goal. We're winning 3-0. I didn't think it would go this well. Oh, they've scored 3-1. But we should be fine unless we capitulate now. Not another goal. Oh, they've scored again. What's going on? Oh dear. Oh dear, what has happened? We've suddenly decided to just capitulate in the last 20 minutes or so. I don't know what's happened. 3-2 though, we're still winning. Can we get another one? Oh, Tu Madeira misses. You just imagine it in your head, don't you? It's just beautiful. If they score now, that would be ridiculous. Come on, let's just get another goal to make it comfortable. We do. Who was that? It's Mike Duff with the goal. 4-2, cracking final. We did let them back in at the end, but 4-2. That's the end, isn't it? Surely. Yes, it is. We've won the UEFA Cup final. Man of the match was Mike Duff, thanks to that goal in the last few minutes. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. Let's just look at the match stats. We had 10 shots to their 6. Better passes completed record, more tackles won, less headers won. They were good at the headers. Yep, we deserve to win that, I think. Certainly deserve to win that. You can see the match stats of the individual players there. If you are interested in having a look at that, there's the overview. 41,635 in Parken, Copenhagen. Watch this match. Oh, very pleased with that. Considering we haven't managed to win the league, that sort of makes up for it. And we were bit unlucky in the cups, losing on penalties in both the League Cup and the FA Cup. It's the last day of the Premier League season. Yes! And we've got Fulham, and Chelsea have Ipswich, who may already be relegated. I don't know. If they're not relegated, it's good because they'll actually be fighting for their lives against Chelsea. But the most interesting thing is, probably from a neutral perspective, is that it's gone down to the last day of the season, the Premier League title. Man United and Arsenal are both on 88 points. Man United have a far superior goal difference. Arsenal hoping for Man United to either draw or lose. Liverpool drew against Man United, I think, in midweek, which enabled Arsenal to stay in the hunt, but also has meant Liverpool are below us on goal difference. So we've just got Chelsea to worry about. We win our game, and we just have to hope Chelsea lose against Ipswich. It's a big ask. Ipswich are fighting for their life, though. It's between 3 teams down there: Ipswich, Fulham, West Ham and Bolton. Don't know, goal difference-wise, it doesn't show goal difference, does it? You have to work it out yourself. But it's between those 4 teams who's going to go down. Southampton and Charlton already relegated. But can we get third? It'd be funny if after all this there is actually 4 places in the Champions League. Sorry if someone's commented in one of the previous videos. I may have recorded this before reading the comments of the others because of when I record and upload, that sort of thing. Anyway, let's get on with this and just concentrate on our game first of all. And try and win. I'm just going to get rid of the subs and then decide myself. So I'm going to stick with that team that won. Actually, I'm going to stick with that team. Selakovic can go on the bench. I'm going to put Woodgate on the bench, Selakovic on the bench, Kallstrom and Makoko. Actually, let's put Tumadera instead. There we go. Okay, that's the lineup. Let's try and do this. Let's try and get third. By saying try and get third, it's really hoping for Chelsea, isn't it, to do well. Latest scores is a thing that we can look at, isn't it? That would be useful to look at. Let's kick off match. In fact, let's look at that anyway. Hopefully we can comfortably beat Fulham. Fulham are a good team on this though. Got Van der Sar in goal. Oh, go back. There we go. Chelsea have already scored. Damn it. So the dream might already be over, to be honest. I'm actually going to look away from that now. Hasselbank with a goal. Chelsea had a very strong team. People forget Chelsea had a really good team before Abramovich came. They were winning the odd thing. They'd won the FA Cup, hadn't they? And they'd spent a bit of money. They signed Lampard for 11 million. And then Abramovich came in and everyone was like, they've gone from an average team to being an amazing team overnight. When they had actually, over the years in the 90s, developed themselves to try and get up to a strong level. They'd always been sort of a mid-table team or even a Division 2 team at times in the 70s and 80s. But they did develop themselves well up to that point when Abramovich bought them, and they did have a very good team. You will remember with Zola. We've scored. Lee Bowyer again with a goal. 1-0 up. Luis Boa-Morte for them, and also Louis Saha they had at this point. They had a good team. There's some great players, and Man United ended up buying half of them, didn't they? Well, by half, I mean Van der Sar and Louis Saha. Actually, I'm going to put it on very fast now. It doesn't really matter, this game, so much. Obviously, it's an important game, but I'm not too bothered about reading the commentary at the bottom. Hope you've enjoyed the series, guys. It's episode 8. I was originally only going to do one season if Viduka scores again, but I think I'll continue, try and win the league next season. If you want me to, please hit that like button if you want me to do another season. I'll do another season and review at the end of each season whether I do another one or perhaps do a new team a new team on Championship Manager. We'll see. But I would like to do another season to try and win the league, and I think you'd probably agree with me. If you don't want to see another season, let me know, but I think most of you would be interested to see if I can win the league with this team, maybe add a couple more players. Anyway, I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to bring on Selakovic for Kerr and Tonton for Kuhl. Just early in the second half. What's happened in the other games? Man United are winning. Ipswich still losing against Chelsea 1-0. There's a chance they could turn it around, but it's unlikely. Fulham have scored. We have to try and win our game first though, don't we? and we're just about holding on here. Oh, we've scored again. Tonton with a goal. And I'm going to make one more sub. To Madeira, on for Viduka. He's had a fantastic season. We'll look at the statistics at the end of this match. See, he was top scorer in the leagues. He was the top scorer in my team and that sort of thing. Look at some of the other divisions as well, like we did in the last episode, but to see who's gone up and down. Maybe look at abroad if I remember to. We'll see. Hopefully we can hold on for this 3-1 victory. Oh, 3-2, bit tight. We seem to always have problems at the back. Defence hasn't been perfect for me. I've struggled to find the right team, back four I guess at times, and I've had a few injuries. So it's still work in progress, I think, the back four. But we have won this game 3-2. Let's see how Chelsea did then. Chelsea won 2-0. So we didn't get third. But we were close. We finished above Liverpool on goal difference, 72 points. But like I said, Chelsea had a strong team. You may be surprised to see that, but they did. And top scorer, or top average rating with Van Nistelrooy, Viduka was second. Yeah, let's look at some statistics. And goals-wise, Viduka was second. Oh, joint first with Van Nistelrooy. Both got 23 goals. 38 goals this season for Van Nistelrooy, but that was in 57 games. I think Viduka's 33 and 41 and 5 subs, slightly better, I would say. Kevin Phillips up there as well. Robbie Keane, 12th, had a good season, considering he didn't actually play as an out-and-out striker. Conceded penalties, not too bothered about that. Let's look at assists. Ian Hart up there. Selakovic, Zola up there with 16. Amazing plays. 35 as well, and he's still doing amazing. Yellow cards, Lee Boyan, Rio Ferdinand up there. Vieira with 12 and Roy Keane with 11. That's predictable, isn't it? Red cards, we've got Ferdinand and Taribo West in there. Man of the match, Mark Viduka with 12. Pass completion, Woodgate, Ferdinand and West. That's mainly because my back four, I think the two centre-backs I've selected to do short passing, so that's probably why their pass completion rate is so high. And I don't think we've... Oh, Mark Viduka, shots on target, did well. An average rating, we've seen that already. So I'm pleased with that result. Fourth in the table, not bad. Don't know what sort of qualification that is. I assume it's UEFA Cup because we won the UEFA Cup. We should surely be in the UEFA Cup. Let's look at the team then and compare how they did. Goals wise, 33 goals for Viduka. Robbie Keane second with 15. Kuhl with 11. To Madeira got 10. Kerr and Smith both got 8. Mark Kerr had a really good season. And Boya got 7. Ferdinand top scorer at the back with 5. Most of my team did score. The only players that didn't score was the two keepers, West, Saeed and Radebi. So that's pretty impressive. It was shared around so much. Ian Hart, most assists, probably for set pieces, that sort of thing. Kuhl as well with 11. Duff with 9. Selakovic with 9. Keane with 9. And average rating wise, Viduka at the top, 7.98. Then Kuhl, then Duff, then Decor. Duff had a really good season. Really pleased with that signing. I'm glad a couple of you guys suggested him. He's been fantastic at right back. So we'll look at some of the other tables. I think I'll just go down so you can see where everyone finished, where your team may have finished in the table, team that you support. First division, oh, it's the playoff final. That hasn't been played yet. Let's continue a bit. So look, Champions League final between Arsenal and Manchester United. Amazing one. We won't watch it because we're not really seeing anything, but I'll just continue and see what the result was and have a look. It's at Hampden Park in Glasgow as well. Convincing win for Man United. They've been fantastic this season, haven't they? Goals from Sylvester, Ronnie Johnson and Van Nistelrooy. But an all English final is fantastic. I just realised I didn't actually have a look at who... Yeah, Man United did win the league. We did see... You obviously saw they both won their last games. Arsenal really unlucky not to win the league. And unlucky not to win the Champions League. Missing out. Yeah, that is unfortunate for them. So Wolves won the playoff final against Sheffield Wednesday. League-wise, Man City, Watford and Wolves went up from the first division. Sheffield United, Walsall and Grimsby relegated down to the second division, where Huddersfield, Stoke and Port Vale went up to the First Division. I remember Port Vale being reasonably strong back then. Brentford, Bournemouth, Wycombe and Brighton relegated. 3 of those teams, well, Bournemouth are in the Premier League now. Brighton and Brentford in the Championship. Brentford doing very well in the Championship this season. Third Division, Hull, City, Luton, Leyton Orient and Oxford going up, with Shrewsbury going down to the Conference. I don't think I've got that loaded. The FA Cup was won by Man United. They've just won everything, haven't they? Except the League Cup, which was won by Middlesbrough against Newcastle. English Vans Trophy, Johnson's Paint Trophy nowadays, won by Stoke against Bristol City in the final, and the Charity Shield won by Liverpool against Man United. So Man United didn't win that. At least that's something. In Spain, Barcelona won the league, which was, I think Real Madrid used to dominate then. Barcelona were strong, but not as strong as they are now. Athletic Bilbao third, Espanyol, Malaga, Osasuna relegated. Scottish Premier Division won by Celtic comfortably, 22 points ahead of Rangers, and relegated was Hibs. In Germany, FC Bayern Munich won it on goal difference over Leverkusen, Hertha Berlin. 3 teams on 63 points and HSV on 62. That is incredibly close, ridiculously close table. And those are the teams relegated. Wow. And lastly, we'll end with Serie A, which was won by Roma. 89 points, really comfortable win. Over Lazio in second, Inter in third, Juventus down in fifth, AC Milan all the way down in seventh. And they were strong back then, weren't they? Fiorentina down there as well. Parma relegated. They were pretty strong back then. Udinese relegated as well. So I think we'll end the episode there, guys. We won the UEFA Cup. We got fourth in the league. Wasn't quite third, but still a good result. Hopefully we can win the league next season. Maybe defend our UEFA Cup title if we're in that competition. I'm a bit confused as to what we're in. We'll find out. But please hit that like button if you have enjoyed this first season. Hopefully in the second season we can push on. Maybe sign a few more players in the summer, depending on the money that I'm given. But yeah, that'd be great fun to sign some more players. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.